Prophecy, Psalm 22 verse 8 and fulfillment, Matthew 27 verse 43. He trusted in God, let him deliver him. The Bible, a timeless and prophetic text, contains verses that foretell significant events and utterances. One such prophecy is found in Psalm 22 verse 8, where the psalmist declares, "He trusted in the Lord, let him deliver him, let him rescue him, for he delights in him." This striking prophecy finds its fulfillment in the New Testament, specifically in Matthew 27 verse 43. In this essay, we will explore the prophecy in Psalm 22 verse 8, examine its fulfillment in Matthew 27 verse 43, and reflect on the profound significance of the words uttered against the Messiah. Unveiling Psalm 22 verse 8, the prophetic expression of derision. Psalm 22 is a poignant psalm filled with prophetic significance regarding the suffering of the Messiah. In verse 8, the psalmist portrays the words of those who mocked and derided the Messiah. The verse reads, "He trusted in the Lord, let him deliver him, let him rescue him, for he delights in him." This powerful prophecy foretells the Messiah's experience during his crucifixion. Jesus, on the cross, would hear these very words of derision and mockery from those who witnessed his suffering. The fulfillment in Matthew 27 verse 43, the mocking at Calvary. The fulfillment of Psalm 22 verse 8 is dramatically revealed in the Gospel of Matthew, specifically in Matthew 27 verse 43. As Jesus hung on the cross, the chief priests, scribes, and elders, along with the bystanders, mocked him, saying, "He trusts in God, let God deliver him now, if he desires him. For he said, I am the Son of God." In this moment, the fulfillment of the prophetic promise in Psalm 22 verse 8 becomes evident. Jesus endured the taunts and scorn of those around him, fulfilling the prophetic expression of derision. The profound significance of the words of derision. The fulfillment of Psalm 22 verse 8 in Matthew 27 verse 43 carries profound spiritual implications for believers and all of humanity. 1. The Messiah's faithfulness. The fulfillment reveals Jesus Christ's unwavering trust and faithfulness to God, even in the face of derision and mockery. He remained steadfast in his commitment to God's plan of redemption. 2. The confirmation of his identity. The prophecy and its fulfillment serve as confirmation of Jesus' identity as the Son of God. The words of derision unwittingly affirm the truth of his divine nature. 3. The depth of his sacrifice. The fulfillment emphasizes the depth of Jesus' sacrificial act on the cross. Despite the ridicule, he willingly endured the humiliation to fulfill God's purpose of reconciling humanity with himself. 4. The invitation to faith. The fulfillment invites believers to trust in God, just as Jesus did. In moments of adversity, we can draw strength from the example of the Messiah and place our faith in the one who is faithful and able to deliver. 5. The triumph of redemption. The fulfillment ultimately leads to the triumph of redemption. Jesus' sacrificial act and his response to derision exemplify his great love for humanity, paving the way for salvation and eternal life. Conclusion. Psalm 22 verse 8 prophetically depicts the words of derision faced by the Messiah, and Matthew 27 verse 43 powerfully fulfills this prophecy by portraying the scene at Calvary. The fulfillment highlights Jesus' faithfulness, the confirmation of his divine identity, and the depth of his sacrificial act on the cross. As we contemplate the fulfillment of this prophecy, may we find profound significance in the unwavering trust of Jesus, the one who endured mockery and scorn for our sake. Let us respond with gratitude, love, and unwavering faith to the one who endured such suffering to bring us redemption and eternal hope. May his triumph of redemption inspire us to trust in God and rest in the assurance of his faithfulness, knowing that in him we find deliverance and the promise of eternal life.